Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 19 of Abandoned Kids, the Teen Years. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part, we are going to have a wedding. It is Sawyer and Amelia's wedding day, but they are both working from home. So the task that Amelia has to do is she has to research gardening. That's her work from home task. So the best way to get that is to go into web and research gardening. Now, this is something that you can do. You don't need to be in the career to do it. You can do it all the time, and it will help make your Sims focused. So I'm going to have her do that, and then I had Eric paying attention to Bob over here because and I had him feed him a treat because his activity was low, so I had him play with them. It doesn't look like he got bit, so that's good. He has a badge. He can collect civic responsibility badge, so we're gonna have him collect that. And he is very playful from playing with the rodent playtime, and it doesn't look like he got bit, so that's really good. Oh, Bob's miniature rocket launches have resulted in a lucrative asteroid mining operation. It's graciously placed some space minerals it returned with inside the household's inventory. So did he get his, I'll go take a look in a minute. So he got his badge, and now he has to view his badge progress, because that is on the list of his task to do. I don't know how important that really is. I can't imagine it is really that important for him to do. And I'm curious where he is in terms of, so arts and craft, young scientist. Oh, there we go. Well, we have it coming up here, of course. So his sociability, he's not actually very far on anything here, I have to say. Good deeds. He needs to entertain a toddler, make someone laugh, take out the trash, or help someone with their homework. Well, that might be easier to do once the Amelia has a baby, perhaps. Or just taking out the trash. I maybe have to concentrate on having them do that as opposed to me. They don't take out that much trash because I have the nano trash can, so that's not as easy. And it's not so easy to help others. I don't know that. I'll have to see if teens can help other teens with their homework. We don't have any children in the house. So, but we could make someone laugh. That's something we could try doing. We could work on that one. So the young scientist progress, we can have him do some computer programming or use the telescope. We do not own a microscope, so that is not something they can do. And arts and crafts, he could work on his flower arranging because that actually works for that one too. So that's good too. Sociability is easy, just be friendly with people, and that's all you have to do. But he has not completed his homework, so why don't we have him come over here and finish that? And because it's not very long until they have to go out to their scout meeting, and then after the scout meeting, it'll be time for the wedding. And I did give them all new clothes to wear for the wedding, so like it didn't take him very long to get his work done, I have to say. Have I had him read the flower arranging skill book? I'm gonna have him read a little bit more of that, to be honest, to try and get that up to level 4. And Sawyer, he was tense. He needed some fun, but he needs to harvest a plant for his work task, and he needs to have a shower. So I'm gonna just have him take a regular shower, and then we're going to come over here. And how are these bees? They're enraged. Oops. We're going to have him, I don't want to have any of them after the bees, to be quite honest. It's their wedding day. Brian, you're going to be our volunteer. Change into the beekeeper outfit. And then you're going to come over here once you're changed, and I'll be able to see because your outfit will show that you've changed. Yes, you're going to come apply that mite treatment, so then that should hopefully make them only irritated instead of enraged. And we appear to have some crocuses, and I know I planted these here because I was thinking that would help them. I don't remember if I've commented, but you need a flower arrangement. Oh, I missed it. I'm going to... I wish I could remember what they are. Don't overreact affects manners. I can't remember what it does on the other side. And... yeah, whatever. Yeah, emotional control goes down. Oh well, she can go for a jog or write in her book, and then she'll be all good to go for that. How is your fun? It's could be better, but you know what? Going for a jog is going to help you. There probably isn't time for you to go for a jog, but why don't you have a shower before you go out? We can work on that later. It's not really a big deal, and that hopefully you'll be in a better mood when you come home for the wedding. And maybe there'll be time for you to watch a little bit of TV to get some fun. And I thought I heard a cat crying. Let me see there. Or maybe she's playing and that's all it was. What are you up to? I told you to read. I probably should have had you have a shower or brush your teeth even. I was thinking you should let's give Leah some attention. We don't really want her to run away again. I'm hoping having her get spayed will help a lot with that. That was why I had that happen. Oh, we can't really do very much. They need to go. They need to go. You can't watch TV. Your hygiene is fine. You can just go. That time went by really quickly. You're on your way out, and you're on your way out because that's the downside of this sort of little up thing, is that it takes a while to get out of there. Oh, there's Patchy. Yay. And how are the bees now? They're just irritated. Very good. So we're going to have, oh my goodness, look at his needs. You should stop playing your game. You need to look after yourself. Oh no, we have a loud teen. Eric is loud. That's not good. And you're hungry, and I realized I'm going to just hope that the caterer will make a cake for us, and if not, I'll just have one of the kids make the cake at the wedding, because when I made the cake, they ate it. They ate my cake, so I don't have a cake at all available for the wedding. I even had the topper put on it, and they ate it anyways, even though I stuck it in the fridge with the wedding topper on it. So, because I took it out thinking, oh, I didn't put the wedding topper on it, and there was a wedding topper, and there was a piece of cake out of it. What are you doing? Oh, you're supposed to go. Go on to your scout meeting. Otherwise, you're probably already gonna get so when when they're back from their scout wedding and where the wedding is about to start, I'll be back. But let's just deal with this, and then I'll be back after this. There's a big deal kid in Sylvia's troop who's renowned for his impressive badge collection. Sylvia's recent accomplishments have made her feel like her collection might be getting bigger than his. Should Sylvia take an opportunity this week to compare who has more badges? Now, I usually choose be modest, but the couple of times I've chosen it's not worked out very well. But we'll say show him whose badge. Oh, we got another one. In your face, kid. Sylvia does in fact have the most badges in the troop and has gained the title of badge boss. Okay, whatever, who cares? Whatever. As custom has it, every scout takes turns planning the weekly scouting activity, and this week it's finally Brian's turn. Does he have the planning prowess to impress the troop? Take the time to plan. So let's see what that one is. Brian's troop loved the creative outing he planned. This one is for the troop's record group, and there finally Eric's off. So I'll be back when the wedding is about to start, or when they're over at the wedding venue. Well, it's time for the wedding, and they are here at the lovely lot that, as I mentioned, we have Kara became good friends with Sawyer, was created by my friend Diana, and she has a YouTube channel, and I have a hard time pronouncing her name, so I'll put the name again across, and the links are down below to both her channel and to the build itself on the gallery. I have modified it slightly because I needed a kitchen for my wedding, so I added a kitchen to it. And I know the Center Park in San Myshuno usually has the observatory, so I just added that. But that's the main thing that I did with the lot, is I added the kitchen and I added an observatory back. And this in her lot is a full fountain, so I just made it split in two and put it in the middle because it was the only place I could really think to put it. And I always like adding one of these fountains to my lot, so which is from Romantic Gardens. They can sit on it and play in it, so I usually have that on this lot too, so I added it too. But it's a lovely, lovely lot. Go check it out on the gallery if you'd like to use it. And this is where I added the little kitchen and a bar area that for the indoor, because the main reason I wanted it, there is a bar area in the normal one, but I took it out because I wanted to make sure the bartender went to this bar inside. And sometimes if you have more than one bar, they choose which bar they want to use. But there's a lot of areas to eat, and this is the chapel area over here, and it's lovely and inside, which is what I wanted, which it's not raining here like it was in Willow Creek, but it is cool and windy, so probably ideal for them to be inside. So I think what we should do is see if they will come here and get married so that we can get that part of the ceremony done, and then we can start like working on everything else. I did see that Anas is doing it looks like he's making a cake already, I'd have to say. It does look like that's what he's doing. And then there's our guests. I didn't invite too many guests. Oh, is anyone else coming? They're already here. I should get a picture. Now the clothes, I made all their clothes. I chose them. I did it with some help from my son Kat, who's done a couple of videos with me. Not many, he's a little bit shy, but so one of his favorite colors is white. So that's why the groom also has white, and that is just the base game wedding dress, but it was his favorite, so that's what I chose to use for her. Now, are we getting married? Are we still waiting for people to come? Yeah. I haven't really paid attention. I didn't notice anybody sitting they all seem to be, I have 2 people sitting, 3 people sitting, and then everybody's, one more going to sit down. And there we go. We're exchanging vows together. This is going so far pretty reasonably. Oh, she's putting the ring on his finger. And is she going to kiss him? I thought I had Sawyer trigger the wedding, but maybe I didn't, and that it would go the other way around, but maybe they just always have it that way. I'm not really sure whichever way they do it. Oh, there. She did do the first kiss and a hug. So that's it. Our goal to get married is done. Now we need to have a first slice and thank a guest for coming. Oh, is he coming? It looks like he's coming to congratulate, but he's giving a hug is what he's doing. So that's good. And I guess we should have Sawyer adopt them all as care dependents now that he is in the family. So at least they came and stood and watched. We had 4 Sims sit down. So she's not in the single club anymore. That's quite the outfit. I don't remember ever giving that to her when I created her, so I'm not sure why she's wearing that. We need to have the betrothed flirt with each other. So let's try and do that. If I can find... There's Sawyer. Where is Sawyer? What I was going to say. Oh, we could have had them hold hands. That was coming up. We'll have him caress cheek. We already have them living together. Thank you very much for telling me that I can have them move in together by using the split and merge button in the household management section of Edit Neighborhood. So are you going to come over and flirt? She's saying hello to her dad. Caress cheek should be a flirt. Should count as a flirt. It is a pretty big lot. And we're not going to ask to push on swing. I might have had the swings a lot too, now that I think about it. And a thermostat. Let's see. We're going to not discuss work. So we had to do it 3 times. I didn't pay attention to that. I just saw that it was have them flirt, and I only took it as once. I'm going to describe a robot invasion will embrace. And hopefully we'll get that one. And someone's having a drink. Hopefully that'll look after itself, since we did hire a bartender. So let me try this again, because he didn't listen to me. So maybe we'll ask a risque question. What does he want to do? He wants to actually make out with her, but there's people around. I don't think these wooden benches look that comfortable for making out, I have to say. There you are. Are you going to come flirt? Maybe you should go somewhere else. I think you need some fun, Brian, if I remember correctly. You do. Why don't you... do you have piano, or are you just violin? you're 8 for violin and you have no piano. So, well, hopefully they'll look after that on their own. I think I put a violin. Oh, I did, but Eric's using it. There's the cake. See, I added this little table here because I thought that would hopefully work for putting the cake and having the first slice in this spot. So he's found the only computer I left on the site. I didn't want a whole bunch of computers because I was afraid that all the guests would go use it all the time. So I'm going to have her go here and have Sawyer go here, and so that they're closer, and then hopefully we can have them take the first slice. Lovely food that he's prepared. Franks and beans. Always what I want to have for a wedding. And I added a coffee machine and stuff over here because the kitchen wasn't very big, and I had originally had it in the kitchen, but I thought, well, that's not really going to work very well. Are they coming? They're going to come. So we are going to try and cut the wedding cake. Are you waiting for Amelia? This will count for taking first slice. Yay. So we took the first slice, and I guess you're going to go find her. We'll try and follow you so that we can maybe possibly see you feeding her the first slice. Let's see. And as soon as you get through, I'm going to just pause it because I want to be closer. I did invite Tristan because he was about one of the only other people that Sawyer knew before he just introduced himself to a whole bunch of people. Now I got to turn. And he's right there in our shot. That's kind of funny, I have to say. Oh, good. Yay, he left. Excellent. So that we can actually get a picture of them having their piece of cake together without someone in the background. So that works. We got our first slice and they ate it together. I don't know if I have the walls in cutaways. I had them up. I'm going to put them in cutaway to make it a little bit easier to see things and to see around. The food, I have to say, I did add a buffet table here also, but the thing with the caterer is they can make the cake. And like I said, it didn't work. Someone started some food. Well, probably the caterer. Who's sleeping out there? The caterer. You're not being very useful, caterer, I have to say. But I don't think I had to pay for the caterer. I think I only paid $1,000 for the meal. So I think the free services counted for that too. I don't usually hire caterers very much, so I wasn't sure if it would, but I'm thinking it did. So that's an interesting thing. That outfit's not very good, I have to say. So why don't you, since I invited Morgan for you, Eric, why don't you come and why don't you ask to play in a fountain and see how that works? So doing a lot of standing around, I have to say. Oh, they're looking at pictures together. And Amelia, are you still like all the way over there? So I think you should come here. Oh, he gave her a little kiss. All on his own. I didn't tell him to do that. So you're going to go play in the fountain? Oh, that even helped with... wasn't even expecting that. So they've... you can come say hello to Kara Sue. Thanks for coming. Oh, and Annie is a glutton. Thanks for coming. We can thank our mom for coming. And we'll look after. Let's go see if they're actually playing in the fountain together. They are. We need poor Brian to be doing something. Oh, looks like he did something. Oh, he went and played on the computer, right. So he got a little bit of his fun up. Yes, he did. And he's back here. So why don't you come over here and play with emotion, and then I'll give some entertainment for everybody. And so this is working. They are coming and eating in this indoor area here, but there's a few areas to eat, as you can see. There's the area out here, which has a barbecue, and like I said, the actual build has a bar out here, but because of the weather and the reason I wanted to have an indoor venue for the wedding location, I wanted to have a bar inside, so I thought I would have the bar be indoors so that it would work for any season and any weather. And obviously, if you wanted to, if I came and it was a nice day and I wanted it, I could put it outside. But I do find you can't assign the bar to the bartender, so I want to make sure the bartender was inside, which is why I put a bar in here for the bartender to use instead, which is maybe why they're all eating in here. But maybe because the kitchen's here too. I'm glad I didn't pay for my caterer since he's sleeping the whole time. Oh, looks like they had their fun and they've come back in. And he's getting tips from playing. That's quite funny. How was your fun? It's okay, but you're getting a little bit hungry. Why don't you see if you can resume that and put some more food out for everybody? Because that might help you with your hunger. And you are exhausted. So I think I'm going to do a quick rallying of the troops because we could have complained about the wind because it is windy here. I think I'd take the wind over the rain, but wind can be bad because it can be, in real life cause power outages because hydro lines or electricity lines, I should say, can get knocked down. But that helped them a little bit. So I think they had a pretty successful wedding, I'd have to say. We got a gold before the time was even close to being up. I'm usually down to the wire sometimes for getting those golds. So they were quite lucky. And this, oh no, poor Eric looks like he's sick. Poor guy. So let's see. I did make a tea maker, so why don't we brew a pot of some tea? We don't have honey. We'll have to get honey soon. We'll make some tea, and hopefully that will help him get feel better. To have some tea, because that can help. Having a nap helps. Having tea, obviously taking medicine. But speaking of medicine, he could actually just buy some medicine, because you can buy medicine by purchasing gifts if you have seasons. And go in here, and I've maybe said that before. You can't actually filter it because it doesn't come up if you filter it. It's not in any of the filtering categories. And as I think I've mentioned before, but I don't know where I've mentioned it, it'd be good if they had an other so that it would have everything else that doesn't fit into the other categories to be there. So we're going to buy one medicine. And so he could actually just take that. Maybe I don't want to take that, even though he's looking like he's sick. He doesn't actually have the moodlets for being sick, so I don't want to have him take medicine because it might make him over-medicated, because that can happen sometime. Maybe we should have Sawyer get to know some people, because he doesn't know him. He shows him as being like having a relationship, but it's it's not real. Nope. It's not a real. Well, we obviously he should actually have a better relationship with Clancy. I don't know why he doesn't, because it's his sister's fiance. So I'm not sure why that is, but I think that is going to be it for this part. We had a wedding. Amelia and Sawyer are now married, and I think everybody's pretty happy. So in the next part, we're going to follow them onto their honeymoon in Salvadorada. So that's where we will start in the next part. But that's it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!